can't believe today was a good day.
This is going
Today was a good day. Today was a good day. Waking up in the morning, gotta thank God. I don't know, but the day seems kinda high. No walking from the door, no smoke. And mama cooked the breakfast with no pork. I got my 12 on, but didn't dig out. Finally got a call from a girl I wanna dig out. Hooked it up for later as I hit the dope, thinking will I live another 24? I gotta go, cause I got me a drop top. And if I hit the switch, I can make the ass drop. Had to stop at a red light, looking in my mirror, not a jacker in sight. And everything is alright. I got a beat from Kim, and she can do it all night. Called up the homies that I'm asking y'all, which part are y'all playing basketball?
This is
This is on the court and I'm troubled. Last week messed around and got a triple double. Freaking brothers every way like MJ. I can't believe today was a good day. Today was a good day. Today was a good day. I can't believe today was a good day. I'ma cook the breakfast. No, I'ma cook the breakfast, but no. Roll to the mat and hit the showers. Didn't even get no static from the coward. Cause just yesterday, them fools tried to blast me. Saw the
Shake them up, shake them up, shake them up, shake them. Roll them in a circle of home. Okay, hi. How is it? And you muted while you over at 7-Eleven.
Living. Even back Joe, little Joe. Listen.
Hi, everybody. We are back to discuss tasks. Episode 3. I am excited to get into it. Get on in here, hit the like button. Are y'all watching the show? Ashley, how are you feeling?
I am feeling great. I'm ready to get into it. I say this all the time. I hate being right all the time, Tyra. I hate being right all of the time. But last night was a great episode. I'm so excited to get into it. How are you doing today?
I'm great. She loves being right. I don't know why she coming here with that rhetoric. I just hate it. Lies, said no one. Said absolutely no one. She's probably over there drinking pumpkin spice. But
Apple cider and cream soda. That's the mix.
apple cider and cream soda. Never thought to put those together.
Cooking.
Oh,
Do yourself a favor.
I don't know if my stomach built like that, but we're built how we always built with these overall thoughts. Ashley, you go first.
I hate that this is the picture that you pulled for the brother because it really encapsulates everything I was thinking about him. This was a really great episode. Y'all know Sally directed. She's not only the executive producer, but episode 3, she actually directed. And when I tell you my good sis knows how to pull out emotion, this was an impeccable character study, I think, for 2 characters. I'll say Aaliyah and Robbie were the standouts this episode for me. But Robbie's like devolving into the abyss this episode. I was like, finally, I think it's so great to see. This is how people are. A lot of people with issues don't present all at once. It takes time to get you there or for them to really confess and let it all out. I enjoyed this episode immensely. I thought it was well acted. I thought it was well written, well directed. I have no notes, Tyra. I might have a few, but very, very minute little petty things. This was a great episode. And I didn't know, because, episode 2 wasn't, my favorite.
Take you.
To me. But 3, we were back in business for me.
We were cooking episodes 1, 2, and 3, if I should say so myself. And I'll just probably piggyback off of something you said about these characters really feeling realistic and lived in. Maybe these are real people. When we get these shows, something always feels off cure and picturesque. Like, well, no, these are criminals for dummies. And I just have to accept that. I just have to accept that. Please give Sally Richardson her chance. I will go on and on about that woman, because the way Hollywood, especially, if we go over there to Black Hollywood, we were going to leave her in that space and write her off as a pretty face and a nice skirt. Oh, that was shiny. And we were going to leave Sally there. Sally was like, no. And I love like the diligence here of her putting in work, not only here, but in something like The Gilded Age to show that she was extremely multifaceted, even though it feels like it took a good 40 in Hollywood, which is crazy. Like, get her like her just do. She did a really, really great job because, baby, the episode was intense. I say, Sally, you better go off. It enhanced every single thing I already loved about these characters because, baby, they feel like real people.
They
Not real
do.
people I would ever consort with because I'm not going to jail for nobody, but they feel like real people. Absolutely. But leaving this and getting to baby, the way Robbie said, come at me, bro. That's all I heard in that front seat. It was very paid in full. Anybody who ever looked at me wrong, they're effing dead. I was like, oh my goodness, Robbie, can you please? Robbie, it was very come at me, bro. Come at me. Robbie said, old dude shook my hand at the funeral, gave his condolences, asked us were we okay. When you knew you stabbed me in the back and killed my brother with your bare hands, you're gonna feel it. I said, okay, every little ounce of faith that I ever had in Robbie to, you know what? Robbie's not just flying off the seat of his pants. He has a plan. Something is in motion, something in that back temple for when the bottom falls out, because it is. There's nowhere to go with this situation but down. Robbie has a plan that he's going to execute. We just don't know about it. No. Oh, God. Robbie, please. I wanted to moisturize your beard, and I just can't anymore because you don't. You're dumb. You're dumb. Robbie is hurt and he is moving recklessly because he has nothing to lose. And the fact that he couldn't even allow his children, or maybe because you all I got left, you're the only family, you couldn't even allow them to trump your own revenge. And it's just like, well, yeah, I just have excuse after excuse, but I just need a little bit more time. Every little ounce of vengeance is taking precedent over common sense. Get them children. Where is CPS? Get those babies out of there. Get Sam out of there. At this point, I really want May to make the right decision and go and call the people. Call them folks. That little incident you tried to do down at the Chuck E. Cheese, go try to do it again and get somebody in here to rescue you and those babies. Because if you are depending on Robbie to have any type of common sense or at least think about the children, thank you for thinking of your children. It's over. It's done. He's gone. Ashley.
This was this is a vendetta dummy mission. I said there's no possible way he's moving this recklessly, except you hurt my feelings. You took my brother from me and I gotta get it back in blood. It's the fact that he's willing to go scorch earth with so much to lose, not only just losing them in the possibility that you go to prison, right? I'm gonna say that's the best case scenario. It's no, these people will come in your house and unalive your kids, your niece, Cliff, everybody you ever thought of. And it's like, I don't care, Maeve, I'm gonna do it. They killed my brother and they hugged you afterwards to comfort you. I can't let this stand. And I said, listen, Tom Pelfrey is doing his biggest one over here. This man wants an Emmy. He said, I'm coming to deliver, stand and deliver. That's what he's coming to do, because this breakdown from someone we've seen all this up to this point, kind, loving dad, even in this episode with Sam, you're gonna feed the chicken, Sam? Like, it's fine. Like, yeah, no, everything will be great, man. Like, yeah, you'll be back with your parents in a heartbeat. And then we really see the real Robbie. Chef's kiss, like, again, 10 out of 10 for his performance. I have no notes, but this character, he's a trash box and he's so fine to be trashy. He's so fine.
Did you see him out of this get up? Did you see him in the real world? I said, oh, you look good.
He he is, but I mean, I get it. This level of grief that he's experiencing, he has not taken any opportunity to exercise it in any positive or healthy way. I'm sure as soon as he knew what happened, it was instantly, I'm going to just do this. I'm not going to think about it. I'm not going to care about Cliff and his unraveling mental state. Maeve, you're all I have in this world, but you're not thinking about Maeve. She's already lost a father. Now she's going to lose you. He's so self-interested as far as this vendetta mission for him. Brother ain't coming back, Buki. Brother's not coming back, and once wasn't good enough. This wasn't the first house that they robbed and stole money from. This is this mission to ruin them, and it's ultimately going to ruin him. And poor Maeve. Maeve is going to have to make a terrible decision if she lives, and I think she's going to be part of the reason he either dies or gets caught ultimately.
Absolutely, absolutely, as she should. I'm waiting on the federales to come, and Maeve's gonna call him. She's gonna call him because somebody has to have sense and think about those kids.
Yeah.
I think that we are getting into a space of Maeve, like it's crunch time. She doesn't have any more. I just need a couple days. A couple days to do what? He's just telling her that to, of course, coast her alone. But you don't know what's happening hour to hour, let alone a couple days. A couple days is not going to change anything for you. I just don't understand why he would do this. When she said like they will come, oh he's gonna get it back in blood. They will kill you. Yeah, let him come. Come where here? Where I stay and the kids?
Where I lay my head,
Like,
where the babies are, where they are.
like yeah, whatever. I just don't care as long as I get what I need fulfilled. Yeah, this is this is a habitual line stepper. I need him locked up for the safety of the public. I need him gone.
It's so heartbreaking to me. It really, really is. And I hope, and I'm praying, and I'll ask you what you think, but I'm hoping at some point we get a flashback to see what the dynamic of he and this brother's relationship was, to kind of give us some motivation as to why he's going so hard. You know what I mean? Were y'all y'all were that close to where I gotta make this happen? Your brother was a criminal too if he was a part of this motorcycle club. Like, what?
It's giving trailer park adjacent. I feel like it was a bunch of we all we got. We all we got. And I'm looking up to this brother and that's just it. Brothers to the end. And you took something that was that. I think it's just very plain and simple. It's just his brother. Like clearly this was all he cared about. I don't even, I'm mad at that woman that left because baby, what you should have done was sick your children with you. She said, I'm getting the hell out of here. I'm not about to play with you. I'm packing my raggedy duffel bag. I can't come here with my little trash job, feeling trashy with them kids in my face, asking when they mommy gonna be back. I can't even give them an answer. I wouldn't want to come back here either, fool. I want him to want more for himself, but I really hope Maeve makes the sound decision because somebody has to save her in this. Maeve, do what you need to do, girl. Do it again. We can't. Not off of Robbie. Robbie don't give a damn. When I knew he didn't give a damn, I was engrossed in the car ride because I was like, you know what? This man is acting down. I am loving these shows. Like a lot of the shows actually that we've been watching, especially since we've linked up, the Oscar goes too are in these televised performances, let alone these movies that we're watching. They have been acting down. I was like, they're so good. They're so good. And then when you get to the ending and you hear Maeve, the actress, and she has her accent, I'm like, girl, you're acting down. I didn't even know you were over there. But this is when I knew Robbie had lost when we went over here to this crackhead. I said, are you sure? Boy? First of all, we're following Cliff, which is a no-no. We learned right off the bat what we already knew, which is common sense with them all kind of being knee deep in this small cesspool and him doing all these crimes a block away from each other at this point. There's not too many places you can run this fentanyl to that this massive dark hearts gang is not going to know about. It's all interconnected. So where are you going to go? Maybe this crackhead ass Ray can help us out. They went over here and sat down with this man with a straight face. It was like, yeah, well, you can go on down there to Lee. Told him everything, all their business, what they were doing, how the ill-gotten gains and whatnot. I said, are you out of your mind? This is who you think's going to be here. This is going to get you a connect to get you this secret money, to get you this fairy tale trip to Canada. Are you crazy?
No.
I just couldn't take them seriously sitting down here. I was like, I just need him put down. Like take old Yeller out back, take him out back, let Cliff, go with him and put them out of their misery. Because there's nowhere to go but hell, jail.
That's it.
That's it. We were sitting with Ray the crackhead.
The predator crackhead at that. Because did you hear what he was saying? My God. Like, oh yeah, my son caught my son in the room with the girl. And I said, when are you going to let dad get a turn? You PDF, sir. So outside of that, even then, and that's when I'm like looking at you really sideways, Robbie, because these are the people, this is the company you keep, and we're trusting Cliff with a major decision. Cliff is on his way, he's on the edge, damn it. He's Basketball Diaries at this point. I wouldn't be surprised if he's shooting up by the end of next episode. Cliff is on the ledge, Tyra, about to jump. And that lady, again, who I told y'all was the mole, okay, she said, no, don't do it. I'm telling you, don't do it. I'm telling you, don't do it. I said, can we be any more clear? Can we be any more clear? Can the warnings and foreshadowing be any deeper? And you decide after that conversation, the one who gave you all the intel and tea, to trust Cliff. And in that moment, also, Cliff, you have temper and rage issues. This was definitely.
All of them need to be shot out back. All of them, even right.
But yeah, this is ridiculous. Right? You wanted somebody to tell. You wanted him to tell somebody. Crackheads have no allegiances, okay? And as far as this Fenty buddy, you might as well just bury it in the backyard and wait a good 10, 20 years. Like there's nothing. I would have just went under the radar. Just go under the radar. Act like you don't have anything, honey. Or like what did Vic say? Go to another state. What are you doing? This is just so slow. They act really delayed. And I don't know what the intent is behind that, but there's no plan B, no plan C. It's just let's try to figure it out and trust Cliff. We're trusting Cliff. This was preposterous to me.
They have one more time. So yeah, I was yelling, just get the out of town already. I don't know. What are we gonna do next, Robbie? What are we gonna do? They're at my door. They're at my house. What do we got? What do you mean? What are you gonna do? You don't have any options. Now in their little peon, their little brains, they feel like, well, we don't have anything or any funds to just really be on the run. Let's get that first, and then this crackhead sat here and told y'all, well, we can run it through them dark hearts folks. Like, well, yeah, oh, you stole it. Oh, my bad. Well, there's always Lee, or you could just pretty much do the slow roll going to move to another city and just try to distribute it on you. We don't have time for that. Like, they are desperate and they are making dumb decisions.
So dumb.
I just can't believe they sat here with this man with a straight face.
Yeah.
I
There's lawn chairs in the backyard with his teeth missing. Go on. You don't trust no crackhead missing all his teeth.
He was gonna help you out of all. Do you know no one else? Oh, baby, of the way we were. Oh Lord. Oh, I just it's so sad over there at the time estates. It's just really they just down bad over there. Child, we finally got a glimpse at the brother and we got to speak with him. Baby, that spirit is broken. I don't know. I hope we get a flashback of the incident because he seems pretty, chill and subdued and like maybe he's being properly medicated. We don't know, but whatever state he's in a state enough to reflect on what he did, know that it was wrong, and Daddy won't even come and see me. Emily is trying her best here. She all out here on that limb alone. Like, well, you know what? Dad talks about you. He thinks about you. Like, just lying. She's really trying to comfort him and give him some type of ease to this situation. You can see that she really loves her brother. Sensibly so. It's hard. The dynamics within their family are really interesting because where you can see this passion and this love all the way to get here and lie to him, even though he can see the forest for the trees. It's so much resentment and hate on the other side of the family to where we can't even be in the same room with him. And it's like, how do we grow beyond this? Because him just getting put away or whatever this sentencing is, this isn't going to help their dynamic. You would think that Tom would try to be the father in the adult, even if he can't look at his son right now. Let me at least let Emily know because you seen how the oldest was behaving, the biological, as she put it. Because was that your mom? Was it really?
Mm-hmm.
We're making her feel ostracized and separate, like we're equating the incident with her also. You're still loved even though X, Y, and Z. No, she's just alone, and we even overhear him in this episode say, I just have so much hatred. Like I'm so angry. I can't look at that man.
Mm-hmm.
This is just gonna go downhill. We got a cute little flashback over here with Wifey, and when they first adopted them, and you can just see where the intent was, and to just have that conversation of, are we sure? Are you sure you want to do this? It's like, well, no, we're never sure with something this important, but it's going to be a positive thing, and we're taking kids in, and of course now we are here. Actually, how did you feel about the situation?
Oh Lord, this is so hard. Brad, I'd be like, Brad, why did you write this? Where did you even come up with this from? Because I do like how we get to retrace the steps and how important this adoption was to them and how invested mom was in adopting. Because who else is going to love them but us? And so now, fast forward, we have Tom who is dealing with like the worst thing possible, the outcome of that, but then also bound by duty because me and my wife made this choice to choose these babies and they're ours, but I hate him. Like I love him, but I hate him. I can't make one and one equal two. And I love that he's in this position because I think a lot of people are in this position, whether you're bio kids or adopted, finding out that your kid has done something so atrocious and they're still part of you. And it's like part of me loves them and then part of me hates them. I love that we're exploring that like dynamic. As far as Emily is just so insecure and for good reason about her placement. Like you were talking about, like, do I still belong in this family now? Like, can I be? Does he still love me? Like, or does we're a package deal. We came together. So that must mean if you hate him, you kind of internally hate me. And that's, of course, playing out in her everyday interactions with him outside of the fact that I too am also bound by duty because I have to clean you up when you get drunk every night. I have to put you in bed. I'm still playing this role. And so I think she's waiting for the other shoe to drop. I think she feels like she's on thin ice, which is why she's withdrawn. And I love that. Again, I love that we're exploring. You know, I love a good character study. And it's just so beautifully depicted because you are. And I have this brother, but he killed my mom too. Like that wasn't just your mom, Haley. That was my mom too. And I loved her, but brother, I also love you. And where does that sit and how do we find peace and how do I find safety as a young girl in this space right now? Like it's such a hard thing. But I love it's so beautifully depicted here. Like I just think it's agonizing and it's heart-wrenching and you feel everything. You feel it from Tom, you feel it from Emily. It's just so beautifully done. But I can't wait to see if we reach resolution. Brad's not necessarily a guy who's going to give you a happy ending with a bow on it. So I'm very curious about how this wraps up.
I just appreciate the decision to make them because I was like, I wonder why he decided to for them to not be biological and to have this sister be here, and then they were adopted, kind of middle of the road as far as age, like maybe preteen, and
Mhm.
it's just like it's some regret on his part. I like the fact that since they're adopted, it's like, well, I chose this.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
have to do this. This didn't even come from my loin. We chose this. I think there's some guilt and some stuff to be had on everybody's part, but we shall see, baby. We gonna get that when we get the sit down between Mark Ruffalo and the Sun.
Baby.
Mark will be acting. Okay,
And will.
Mark will be acting. So
And
I'm,
will.
I'm gonna be waiting. I might have a little piece of tissue, a little piece of tissue next to me, because Lord, I know it's gonna be intense.
But I have a question for you, Tyra. Go back for me though, real quick. In this situation, are you going to see Son? In this situation, could you go and look him in the face, like, because Tom gonna bring a suit down there, he gonna bring him what he need, but to sit and actually talk to him and have a conversation, could you ever, because this is still kind of fairly fresh for him, but could you ever?
I was gonna say that I would like to know just how far removed we are from the incident, because it does feel really fresh, because we haven't even been to trial and whatever. He's just kind of in waiting. It would take me a while.
Yeah.
It would take me a while because you just don't know. I really want to get that flashback so we can see his mental state, or maybe how things were or weren't handled, why he wasn't, taking precautions and taking his Medicaid. Like what was happening to how it even ended up this far? Because sis said like she was just so scared, baby. She wouldn't even leave the house. Like she wouldn't even leave him alone because she cared and wanted to make sure he was okay. And look what happened. I just I want to see. It's just, it's not, it's, you know what? I'm gonna leave it alone because they take these shows and they make them limited and be cute and stuff. There's enough material here to have a few seasons,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
but they're being cute. Leave it alone. Like you do this to piss me off. You like to make me hate you, don't you? Okay, do this to upset me. Um, oh, Girl, Sam got one more time. Dear, stay out of the street, dear. I don't want you to die, you innocent white sheep. God damn it, Sam. Please. Now look, Sam, if you're gonna get hit by a car or shot by a stray bullet, just go over there. Just stop it. Girl, every single time they try to find a window for Sam to touch a little heartstring. We already have Maeve in the middle here. Like she knows what's going on. She knows how intense the situation is, and she knows how far gone Uncle Robbie is. But it's hard. Like, what do I do? Just like he was saying, this is the only family that I have left. But I feel like we got closer to a little resolution here with Sam always knows what to say. You're a much better teacher than your dad, babe. I want you to know that. But I think she was really reflecting on like the mistakes of the father, hell, probably the mama, the uncle, the grandpa. Who knows? This is a chance for me to break those cycles and make the right decision. Does that maybe mean cutting off the only legitimate family I have left outside of those kids?
Yeah.
Maybe so, but I can do that. I can be a better person. I don't have to be bound by these dumb. Oh God, they're just so dumb. It's a dumb family. But the whole sink or swim, the things of floating, and I just feel like Sam not gonna make it. It's giving death. It's giving sheep led to the slaughter. I don't know. I don't know because I know that it's only gonna be this for so long, and then this baby's gonna want more answers, start asking more questions, and when can I go home? And throughout this episode, it's like, well, so what are you gonna do with the kid? What are we gonna do with the kid? It's always kind of up in the air whether or not he's dead or alive. I feel like the baby ain't gonna make it. Ashley.
Yeah, I don't believe Sam is long for the earth. And I said it in the chat last night, pretty girl. I said, Maeve, don't you drown this baby in this water. It was looking very much like if I just hold it, then it's one less thing to worry about. But no, Maeve has a growing affection for Sam, which is going to be part of the reason she comes to a breaking point and has to get resolution with this. There's too many innocents. But yeah, I mean, this is what the third time he's referenced a damn deer being kid. Like, sir, the sacrifice of it all. Like, just, and he's yelling from across the forest, deer, don't go out in the street because you might get hit by a car. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so damn Christmas story coded. You're gonna blow your head out or whatever.
You're a Ryder BB gun. All right.
I'm like, if you say it one more time, Sam the man. But I hate this for him, but I do think this will be part of the catalyst as well, because you're right. It's only a limited time. He was already asking, like, so are my mommy and daddy coming back soon? Like, are they going to be back soon? And it's like, yeah, you can only do this for so long before he gets antsy. Again, kids will love even bad parents. So that's not even a thing, even though he's being treated, pretty well over here. But yeah, I hate it. I do think this baby is going to be a sacrificial lamb led to the slaughter at some point, and I think that'll be the thing that sends Maeve over the edge. It's just he's collateral damage.
That's
Damn it. Damn it. He
I
said it 20
do.
times.
I feel like we're gonna do. I feel like we're gonna get to the point where because he's a bright child. He's eventually gonna figure out not maybe that they're dead, but something's going on and he needs to get back home. I think he's gonna try to run away, and that's when he's gonna get hit.
By a car. You said that he's gonna be literal. Okay.
Really hit car, whatever. I think he's gonna try to leave, and he's gonna be in the street like that poor deer.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh God,
Poor
I don't want to
baby.
be there to see it. I don't. Hopefully, Maeve steps in before it gets to that. But the mole is identified. Girl. Now we had already felt like she was maybe the mole, but when she woke up in the scene in the bed, like she knew something. Like, girl, do you want to be found out or not? These moles in these shows, they're not moling like they used to. Like, girl, you're supposed to look inconspicuous. But we find out more about her, and we're getting more into like flipping the fentanyl, and it's your fault that no, Cliff, baby, it's your fault you were there. You're a grown ass man. It's your fault you were there. We were supposed to get a bag of money, no fentanyl, and no kids. And look at us now. What are we gonna do with this kid? It's your fault. No, it's you and Robbie. You could have left this there. But it's all just she doesn't have any like deep. It's just revenge. It's the motivations are crazy. I was waiting for like a deep rooted, okay, there's this and there's that also. It's just revenge. Because we was licking on each other. Not my man, my man, my man. Thank you to my man. That's why we're here. This is why we're putting our lives in jeopardy. This is why Sam is down at the house. This is why you have a bag of fentanyl. Just revenge. This is why you're a mole in a bar full of bikers who have no problem taking you out.
None.
I just don't know. Now at this point, we do see that nobody's physically looking at her, the unassuming woman, and we're more so looking. I believe his name is Shane because they feel like
Mhm.
he's being shitty. But it won't take long for her to be found out. Girl, you're here to die. We know what you're here for. It's cool. Cliff and this behavior, I was like, okay, how long are we gonna do this? It's not gonna be too many more moments where you can talk Cliff down. As the situation intensifies, he intensifies in what he's willing to do. I feel like he's gonna hurt himself or hurt somebody else.
Mhm.
I need them to reel that in. I think that the tipping point was leaving here and seeing that the cops was down at the house. It was just like, oh, okay. There's really, I think, and it's that just everybody's just delayed. I feel like they were in those special classes. Everybody's just kind of left behind, left behind. No forward thinking. No nothing. I'm just gonna stay here and wait for Robbie to tell me what to do because Robbie, what are we gonna do? Eventually, you're gonna have to think for yourself. In the way that Cliff was acting here, he's gonna hurt something. Might be himself, might be somebody else. Ashley,
For sure. And I think we said that in the first episode in the premiere. Cliff is not tied tight anyway. And so I definitely think he's definitely in Theon Reek energy. He's gonna abandon ship one way or the other. But I will say I was really, really surprised at this because this was definitely misplaced rage and anger. Because you didn't check Robbie this way. Y'all had a couple, little words, but the amount of aggression that you had towards this woman, Cliff, I'm side eyeing you, Bookie. What happened? Maybe he didn't save your booty in there. Maybe something happened and it really changed his brain chemistry, or maybe he just hates women. But this was very telling to me. You blame it all on her. The onus is completely on her, like she was the mastermind. And again, this wasn't your first rodeo. Y'all had done several jobs before this, and now just because it didn't go the way, I mean, it was, it was what it was. But sir, you're a grown ass man with autonomy and choice and all of those things. And clearly, this is our first revelation of why Robbie was doing all of this. I'm sure Cliff was aware of everything that kind of went down before. So this is V for Vendetta in the first place. I will say that I agree right now, as of right now, the motivation is very shallow. I do want to hope and think we will get a flashback that'll kind of cement some of this. Maybe it was this great betrayal and maybe she was violated and he had saved her. And, look, I'm making things up to make it feel, like there's more depth here and not just him being in a motorcycle gang and things happen when you're a criminal. I don't know.
I honestly think this is it as far as their motivation because they're not very bright. Respect, but they're not a bright bunch of folks. I really think that this is it, and just like we had Cliff here go out of his way to confront her and get in her face because he doesn't want to do it to Robbie because then he would have to admit something about himself and about their friendship. You're not a savior. You're not my bestie. You're not looking out
Yeah.
for me. This was all for you. Even though at least first episode we thought that he didn't know everything and maybe he was kind of led wrong in a direction and now I've caught this body and it's all too much. No, you knew the stakes. You knew everything and you saddled up like everyone else. So don't get here and try to blame. I think it's just brotherhood. I think that's like it. I would like, something more. That would be nice, but I think we want it to be something more because since it isn't, they look like idiots.
Yeah. And we always, as humans, we want to make things make sense and make it justifiable. Like, oh, they're doing this because of this, but there is none.
No, I think this is it. We just know how the dark hearts are rolling at this point. So you would want it to be more at stake, and everybody here has something to lose. I don't think I was waiting to meet maybe some of Cliff's folks, but maybe he doesn't have too much. But y'all all have something to lose, and it just doesn't seem to matter because revenge. Okay, baby, say, sir, sir, this boy. They, you know what? Who did the? I need to go look and see who did the casting because they did the thing.
They
Baby,
did.
these people are acting down. They are delivering. This scene was intense as hell, and we were just sitting there talking at a table. It was great. Actually, I'm gonna let you go first because we were making deals and compromising with the competition, but the conversation said a whole lot.
Listen, I'm not gonna play with Elvis. I'm not gonna play with Mr. Crockett. I'm not gonna play with this man. I told y'all last year when we saw Mr. Crockett and I knew him first from Godfather of Harlem, he gonna deliver every single time. Do you hear me? In every single role. And then we saw him in Mr. Crockett and was like, oh, he's a force. Like this, like, okay, sir. And then you come over here and you know I love like a little intimate dialogue moment. I thought it was breathtaking. Like we're in one location. Let's get it all out on the table. Let me break down to you why I'm gonna get 50% from you. Listen, let me break it down for you. And it's very, very hard. You think about people who read scenes and have table reads and all of that, and versus when you're kind of in the moment and have to make it felt. This felt almost like a table read, but it was so subtle and it was so impactful and it was so powerful. And I think people don't realize how hard that is to do just sitting down in a stationary position without movement, without blocking, without physical interaction or touch. It was so, it was so good. You felt this man. Hell no, I'm not gonna do it for you. And I hope you burn in hell. Listen, it is what it is. Elvis, like I said, he's one to watch. We talk about, people of color acting and doing all of these things. He's definitely one to watch. I'm gonna give credit to Sally for helping with this
I
cast.
just hate it though because he's always like in the foreground, a side character. This man could carry something. I always see him in adjacent to a lead in a project. He's never the main focus. And the first time that I maybe did was Mr. Crockett, but maybe the range is there. These are the actors I'd be like, "Babe, get this man some work. Why you ain't calling him? Elvis was there. Why you ain't call Elvis?" Maybe the way Elvis said everything without saying anything, with just you see these teeth. I got some new teeth. Let me tell you, I got these new teeth. I was like, oh my goodness. I like that they set up the stakes for who the dark hearts were, and like you don't cross them, and you have this man here. Like I could give a damn. It's like, oh, he the big one. No, the biggest, the biggest, not the little one. And it was like, oh, I need y'all to like Robbie just go to just go because you're not standing a chance here. The Ducks are all getting in a row, but I just love that he was able to come here. Like, yeah, you're not gonna tell me what I'm gonna do. This is what we're gonna do, and I'm gonna tell you why. And it was so intense, and we were there like all the 5 minutes. It was just great. I love how he just fell into the show. It's like he'd been here the whole time, but he just left an impression to where if we don't see him however many episodes from now, we know exactly what he's about, what he represents, and that we should care and fear him because he means business. Because yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
he's your white where white man, white dark hearts. I wish I would. Like the intention was just said, it was just so great. I was like, why you ain't call Elvis? Elvis was right there. He wasn't even doing like, he was over there prepared to lift up your scene in your movie. Let these actors carry. But yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad they knew who to call. Shout out to whoever said call Elvis. You know who we didn't need to call?
Lizzie McGuire.
Damn it, Lizzie! Lizzie, I was trying, girl.
I
I
hated
was
her
like,
since
you
day
know
one.
what? Now I don't have any doubt that it will come later because you don't get to be here and be this shitty of a task of a state trooper, goof trooper, whatever the hell you are, and not come back and redeem yourself. Lizzie pissed me off.
So bad.
Girl, we are doing real work. Real lives are at stake. We are on the job. The goofing around and the yelling about the couch and the furniture and my fiance and you cheated and this, that, whatever. Once we're out here in the field, girl, get your ass to work. The way she played. Are you, girl? It's like she was running around playing cops and robbers as a child. Freeze! Don't move. I mean it. Yeah. Oh, damn, he's running. Oh, now I gotta go. Oh God, you remember the old episodes of cops where they would be running like, oh God, oh, you hear the damn club and
Labored breathing.
the cuffs, everything. Oh God, it's like I just didn't understand. This could have went left so quickly. Tom could have lost his life. He could have really shot you and Tom, and you weren't gonna do a damn thing about it. Now, of course, we found out later this is a force of habit for whatever reason. A little gun shy, trigger shy. I freeze up, I tense up. I can't really shoot anybody. Then why are you here, girl? We out in the field. Are you crazy? I just luckily all Tom got was a tumble down the stairs and hit his head. But baby, I was like, okay. I was like, baby, do what y'all do. Let's not act like y'all above shooting somebody. But girl, if you don't shoot him in the ankle, go do something. I was like, okay, once I catch you, I'm gonna redeem myself because I
I
should.
catch you.
Once I catch you, there's gonna be some form of comeback, and we're gonna see what Lizzie's worth because she just can't be out here absolutely useless and defenseless. No, you probably got your ass whipped, and somebody has to come save you. White girl, if you don't get out of here, we don't have time. I want to live to see my children. Ashley,
I told y'all. I told y'all episode 1. Lizzie McGuire does not belong here. She and Krispy Kreme got to go. I can't stand her. And if Tom would have broke his neck falling down them stairs because this hoe couldn't shoot, girl, if you don't shoot. I don't want to see her anymore. Put her on the phone. Put her in the office. She don't need to be in the field. I told y'all that first episode. I can't stand the hooker. I see y'all in the chat. I do not believe she's the mole. It's Krispy Kreme. Krispy Kreme, sir. Krispy Kreme is our mole. I'm more convinced than ever after this episode that it is him. But no, Lizzie is a waste of space at this point. Girl, get on the phone and make some calls. That's all you're good for. Aaliyah showed you out. Tom showed, everybody showed out, except for you and Krispy Kreme. But no, I hate that. You know, I like my female characters strong. I like them to bring something. And all she is bringing is her bitterness, her, self-pity, and her tears. And I could give a single damn, Tyra. I despise Lizzie McGuire, and I want her to go back from where she came from. Because if one hair on Tom's head would have come out after he took that tumble, all right? Listen, it would have been hell to pay, Lizzie McGuire. Hell to pay.
I'm gonna need stove top stuffing to get the hell on. She got to go. She got to go. I just couldn't believe it. It was like it was her first day out. She was still like in training camp. She was over there in major pain, running and jumping hurdles, crawling on the ground, doing army crawls. I just didn't understand. How did you make it this far?
I don't know.
How are you even behind? Girl, I didn't understand. Girl, we were all compromised. Are you crazy? And even if this was the case, this is a conversation to have while you over there giving yo sugar tit snickerdoodle hot mail. This is the time that you say, you heard what I said, whatever the hell you said. Whatever. No, you lead with I'm not a shooter, okay? I'm gun shy. I have an issue. I haven't caught any bodies. Please don't. Don't put me in the front. Put me in the back. I'll watch the coats. Don't put her ass on the lead of any mission. I just need to get on my face. I need her to get on my face. We could have died. All of us could have got shot behind your ass.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh god. You know what uses though? Aaliyah. We already knew. We already knew though. We already knew. Girl, the man who wrote this. You pissed. I don't, because like y'all get on my nerves in the back chat. Y'all get on my nerves, but let me explain. Y'all get on my nerves because y'all act like when we watch these shows, we call something trash. We say it's shallow. We say, oh, it's giving, it's clean. I expect more. People act like, like we don't know what the hell we're talking about. Like I ain't been watching TV since watching TV. Mm-hmm. I know great character building. I know good writing. I know good pacing. I know good shows. I know good cinematography. We know good lighting. We don't get up here in this for our health. We come here because we know what to look for. It's here. It's here. And you know why it's here? Because we were sure to give every single character here attention and traits that make them identifiable. The furthest thing from shallow, everybody here has depth when they don't have to. Aaliyah could have just been Aaliyah. Uptight, do-gooder, I'm on the job, be here to chastise somebody like Lizzie because I have stuff to lose. I worked hard. The same thing. She could have gave strong black woman, and we could have left her over there. No. Oh, girl, when she went on, we got vulnerability, and we got into her background and domestic. I was like, oh, somebody knows how to write. Somebody knows how to write. Don't play with me in the chat. Don't play with me. I know. This was phenomenal because you don't have to do this with her. It was enough. Normally they will rest all intentions in depth on Robbie and Mark, and we don't have to give anybody else anything else because they're so great and they can carry. No, we made sure. Aaliyah was working this episode. Where we have Lizzie, not even just in that moment in the house, I got some tahine peach rings, got some crackers. What are you here for? Just nothing. Doing absolutely nothing. We couldn't even command the man down at Peach's job. Yeah, we're looking for a boy. Yeah.
Girl.
How did you get here? Who do you know? This whole mission here between the house situation and the way Lizzie handled herself, the thing that would like carry the most here is if she was the mole. That would be so great to me because Krispy Kreme is too obvious to me. It needs to be her. All of this stupidity here would make so much more sense because there's just no way. How you shouldn't have made it off the lot with how you're moving in this episode, let alone to be a part of the task. I need Lizzie to be the mole because that would make me feel better. Aaliyah did great here. She showed her weight in gold, and she was everything here that Aaliyah was. How hard she's going to go to get the job done. I'm going to share a part of myself and be vulnerable when I don't have to. Relatable because we're trying to get to the tea and save this boy. Ashley.
Baby, Thuso, I told you. She and Tom Pelfrey had my favorite performances of the episode last night. But hers to me transcended. There was just like this moment of such intimacy and vulnerability and like not even really a tear drop, but your eyes welling up as you're relaying the story and your person over here feeling every word. And not only that, it was kind of like this double meaning, right? Because not only am I building rapport with this witness prospectively, I'm also letting Lizzie McGuire a little bit into whatever is happening in my life and showing this part of myself. I love, love, love that they decided not to make her character one note. Right, because we've seen that person before. Like, okay, I'm guarded, but I'm here to do a job. I'm a perfectionist. I'm going to get the job done. I think this was just so nice to finally have some nuance and to really get into the depth of who a person is and show why they behave the way that they behave. Listen, Thuso, I want to see more from you. She will be in Children of Blood and Bone, and she was also in The Woman King. So you've seen her before, but we need to see more from you. But no, this was a beautifully acted scene, a beautifully directed scene. It was touching. I was like, why am I welling up? Why was the man sitting on your chest? And she said, and now right now I can feel. I said, oh God,
Oh God.
you was
That
there.
when she said I opened that door to leave and all I used to see was darkness. I was like, oh,
Jesus.
it was so good.
It
And
was.
they kept comebacks now. We was already over there with Elvis, and then we came over here. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, it was so good. And it was so real and it was so raw. I loved
First,
it.
we was with Robbie in the car. Then we went over there with Elvis, and then we came over here. And these are the shows that, and this is why I'm like, this did not have to be one. This doesn't have to be a limited situation. Why y'all be trying to give us stuff and be cute and then take it away in one warp season? Like this could have went on. I would tune in. I've been having wishful thinking ever since we started. I knew this was limited. In every single thumbnail, I put season 1, episode 3. Because there's no way, like, there's so much material here, even if you want to continue on with a different case and a new task.
Mhm.
Like, come on, Sally, let's move on.
Put her in the writer's room, Sally.
Girl, it's so much here. We could go on for days. They're carrying. I don't want to miss out. But as I was saying, y'all, what I want us to go over there with Lizzie. Krispy Kreme is over there making it too obvious. The way he steps in, and of course, we had to save Lizzie because Lizzie McGuire couldn't save herself. All sides know what's up now, and nobody's in the dark. Both Dark Hearts and Tom know that there is a mold in the camp, so we're on high alert. But the way that he stepped in and he saved her, and of course it could just go both ways. With this could have been Lizzie trying to get intel. Like, oh, you wanna I was like, why is she asking him to go to the bar? Like, you wanna go hang out and get a drink? Like, it's just something it's something off. You can't be this dumb you just can't. You just don't get to move this way. I think they're putting him here in our face to look like the obvious choice. And thankfully, I haven't seen him in which is House of the Dragon. I don't know that man. I don't know that man. But if you would look for someone to have motive to maybe have a double side because like Tom said, baby, I inherited these people. I don't know nothing about them. I didn't do a double check. I don't know who could be what. But just the way she's here, the gun shyness, even the way that she was interacting with the other man at the bar, like kind of this self-loathing energy that she has. You could tell like maybe she was beaten down to a point of, okay, yeah, I can agree to something like this. What else do I have going on? I'm not even successful as an officer. I don't know. I just feel like it's too obvious for it to be Krispy Kreme. But Ashley, how did you feel about the moles being revealed? What do you think Tom is going to do next? And do you think so heartedly that it's Krispy Kreme?
I do. And call it predictable, it might be, but even just the fact that he's a part of the gang task force, that's where he came from. So he probably already had relationships and intel and insights into other local gangs. The way he always shows up a minute after everything done went down already. The fact that he's always missing in pivotal moments. It's like, where are you at? Even in the car when he's questioning Tom, I was like, Sir Krispy Kreme, I don't trust you. All in my mind, it's all crispy, and that's my prejudice because the damn House of the Dragon. It's up until it's stuck forever with Krispy Kreme for me. But I think Tom, if he can stay out the bottle, if he can stay out that Route 44 cup for long enough to get his mind right, he'll be able to suss it out. Like, I really believe that he's a good agent. I think he's observant and pays attention. And I hope we get one of those kind of Sherlock Holmes moments where we get to see a confrontation and he calls out someone because he, deduced what the situation was. As far as the Dark Hearts, they're all wrong. They have no clue it's her. And I like how they did that with us as far as the viewer. I like how for the FBI, we don't really know yet. We have clues. And the fact that the Dark Hearts have a completely other suspect in their mind as to who the mole is, I like that. But I agree with you. She'll be found out very soon. It'll be quick work. It'll be torture and over for her. But yeah, I mean, we knew there were moles. We called it out last episode. So we knew this was going to happen. I didn't know it was going to be introduced so quickly, though.
Yeah. I just feel like it's just too obvious. It can't be him. With the way that they are going out of their way to give depth and kind of not do exactly what we expect. We expect it to be him. It's like it can't be her. I want it to be her just to deflect from what's the obvious choice. I really do. And then it would make sense as to like, oh, this is why you're lagging this badly. Like it's intentional. I want time to sober up because, like the Dark Heart said, maybe the case is over there. Task who, time what? We're not expecting anything out of him. That old drunk. He's not gonna do anything that we need to worry about. But I think just knowing at the aspect that someone here that he's trying to entrust, oh, these kids, they're lying. Someone's a mole. I'm gonna figure out who it is. I think it's gonna be interesting, but. Don't be the obvious choice, please. Show you've been really good with that. Leaving this here because baby, look at her. She looks unwell. Ashley, predictions for episode 4.
Oh, we need to get out in the mud. Maeve has to make a decision in episode 4 because this is what, the 6 episode limited series, right? 6?
Are you serious?
Is it 6 or 7
I
episodes?
thought it was 8.
Oh, I don't think it's 8. Is it 8? Look it up and let me know. But I think that we need it. The manhunt has to begin next episode, and they already have Cliff's location. Like there's stuff. Well, that was the Dark Hearts, but that means that they have it right after. I really, really think that we start the manhunt next episode. I don't think they can belabor it much longer, especially if there are only 6 episodes. Are there 6?
It's only 7.
Okay, 7. So we have a couple more. But yeah, I think the manhunt has to begin. I hope by the end of next episode, our FBI mole is confirmed. And I think we're going to see something from Emily. I don't know if Emily's going to have a meltdown or like spaz out or something, but I think Tom is finally going to have to confront her. And she's going to have to confront him. Also want to know more about Aaliyah. I'm intrigued. I want to know more about Aaliyah. Child, I want a spinoff with just Aaliyah. And I saw your comment. She wasn't interviewing a clever criminal. She wasn't interviewing a criminal at all. It was the girlfriend, right? Wasn't she, Aaliyah? Asking questions to the girlfriend of the criminal and connecting in the DV.
Because the way he was instilling fear, he just knew she wasn't going to open her mouth, so she had to give relatable to get. And I think that was a smart and conscious decision because she didn't have to do that, especially after she had been dealing with Lizzie all day. I swear I would have been done.
Yeah.
Um,
What about you, Tyra? Predictions?
it's just very upsetting that they would just have 7 episodes. I was hoping that it would be 8, but here we are. It's just it's too much going on here to just end it anywhere. Like I don't get that. Since we do only have 7 episodes, we have to hit the ground running. I think we have enough intel, even down to the Dark Hearts, to know like enough dots we're connecting. With Peaches, with everyone. It's only so long before we are docketing Robbie's door. We already showed up at Cliff's. Like it's just too many things. I think a decision will have to be made because Sam's gonna want to go home next episode. He's going to want more answers, and we're going to, have to make some hard decisions as far as Maeve. And I think Tom is really going to be wrapped up in trying to figure out who this mole is. I think we're going to like suffer some loss next episode. Like something's going to have to happen. If not this episode, episode 5.
Damn.
It's just some girl. He gonna baby deer. He gonna get hit. It's gonna get hit in those streets, baby deer. But I want, because I know they're gonna save stuff like Tom actually going to visit his son until like further down. It's just so much material here to be playing in our face with 7 episodes. It's very upsetting. But the show's awesome. We had a good time.
But question for you: who's going to catch Robbie first? Is it going to be the Dark Heart, since they seem to move faster than the FBI did? So is it going to be the Dark Hearts that get to Robbie first, or the FBI people?
I'll say, just because I'm thinking of the children, it can't. We want it to be the FBI. I think it's going to be the Dark Hearts. I really think we have to take him to a point of loss and something, that the children are compromised. Maeve is compromised. Cliff is compromised. It's just like, oh, I probably shouldn't have been doing this and only thinking about myself and my own vendetta. I think it's going to be that first. And the Dark Hearts are going to be moving because they have a mole. And they know everything from Lizzie or Krispy Kreme before it gets there. Before it gets there. Watch they try to flip it. It was Aaliyah all this time.
That pissed me off.
But y'all, that was the episode. Ashley, let the people know what we got coming in a few minutes.
Immediately after this, at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will be diving into Tulsa King Season 3, Episode 1, the premiere of this new season. It should be fun. And don't forget tomorrow, Game of Thrones Season 7. And then we just have a stacked week, guys. We have double lives and all of the things. Make sure you check out the damn pages and you can see. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. And thanks for coming through and talking task with us tonight. It's good.
Absolutely. Please comment below. Please hit that like button, hype the video if you would like to, and we will see you guys in about 15 minutes for all things Sylvester Stallone. Y'all have a good night.
Good night.
I can't believe today was a good day.
This is going on.
Today was a good day. Today was a good day. Waking up in the morning.